You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the hosts or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Hey y'all, happy Monday and welcome to How You Livin on Edge Radio TV. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. My name is Robin B. and hey Dr. Kiva.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing today?
Feel like, did we see each other last week? It was a holiday, wasn't it?
It was a holiday.
Okay, well it's very good to see you. Yeah. So I hope you took some time for yourself.
I took enough time.
I know what that means.
Do you know what today is?
Other than Monday and special guest day, no, I do not.
Today is Prince's birthday.
Today is Prince's birthday?
Yes.
How could I not know that? How could I not?
I'm not a Prince fan.
I think I'm just super excited about. It's so weird and so relative and so timely.
Yeah, today.
Why is
Prince
it so
Day.
timely that today is Prince's birthday?
I should have wore purple.
I'm surprised you didn't.
But
I had to be careful not to wear
my Rage Against the Machine.
I
t-shirt.
love that. Tell me what that's about. The machine being in Texas government? There's a lot of crazy crap going on.
Rage Against the Machine is a group.
I know that group, but I wouldn't think you would know that group.
Rage Against the
I
Machine?
thought they were more like a goth rock group.
I listen to a lot of rock.
Well, excuse me. All right. I did not realize that.
So today is Prince's birthday. That's
happy
like
birthday, Purple One.
Favorite artist of all time.
And that he is my favorite color of all time. I'm all things purple. I
really?
love it. Oh, I love that. No, I am a big fan. Actually, one of the first albums I bought, maybe it was a CD, was Diamonds and Pearls. I thought that was one of the most beautiful songs.
The first album I bought was Minneapolis Genius.
Okay, I see. I wouldn't even know. So you were a true dyed in the wool
fan, yeah.
But
I used to sneak and listen to Dirty Minds. My mother had the album.
Really, your mom? Okay, your
like,
mom's pretty hip.
She was like, "Don't listen." Every time she'd walk out, leave the house, I would go listen to it.
That man had some sexy music. I'll tell you, he really did.
I was a Prince fan from a little girl.
Well, how many times have you watched Purple Rain, which came on like last week?
I wasn't a huge fan of Purple Rain.
Well, I loved it.
But I have all the albums.
I bet you do. I swear I watched that movie about 40 times. 1983, I think, at least 40 times, and watched it again when it came on last week.
Yeah, I watched Over the Cherry Moon.
Oh yeah, that
it
was black and white, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, how old would he have been today?
I think they said 63, possibly.
Really? Somebody finally older than me. All right. Well, happy birthday in heaven. Happy heavenly birthday. That's pretty cool.
We should have worn some purple for the day, though.
You know what? If I knew, I would have. And shame on me for not knowing that.
But how interesting!
Oh my goodness!
That his birthday is today with the guests we have.
Nothing is by accident.
Nothing.
The universe blesses us all the time.
Exactly.
And the universe has perfect timing. So. You want to talk about our guest?
No, who is our guest today?
We have, and I want to thank Mr. Washington, our friend of the show, for introducing our artist, our house artist.
Our house artist.
He called me one day and said, I have somebody I want you to meet. And I fell in love with this woman over the phone within 2 seconds. Her energy is amazing.
Nice.
Her name happens to be Queen Cora Coleman, and she is a child of Houston, okay? However, she's been all around the world, of course, many times.
Right.
And the most important part is her relationship to Prince. She was his drummer for 5 years.
What?
5 years.
See?
Yep. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. And you probably knew all this already. Now, I've seen her perform. I just didn't know I would ever get the chance to meet her in person. So I'm a little bit starstruck. And I hope I don't
she got a groupie.
Stuttering. Oh, yeah, I'm a groupie, all right. You see, I got my groupie scarf on. It should have been purple, though. But yeah,
nice.
she's got an illustrious career. And she's so young. So it's going to be really interesting.
Prince was an artist.
Yeah,
he was a true
was the
artist.
real
So
deal.
for him to have Queen Cora work with him, she has to be bad.
And what I understand is he pursued her. It's not like she had to go for an interview, an audition, or nothing.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so
Girl power.
I'm so good that you're gonna come to find me.
Absolutely. And on top of that, you probably know this as well. She also was Beyonce's band leader for 3 years.
Nice.
So she did at least 2 Super Bowls. She's also headed up Black Girl Rock. Is it called Black Girls Rock?
It is.
Black Girls Rock on BET.
Yeah.
This
Black
woman
Girls
has
Rock.
a resume that puts me to shame. That's for sure. So I think it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be nice.
Absolutely. And a big reason why I wanted her here now is because in just a few weeks she's having a massive festival. A huge music and arts festival.
Nice.
And it's just going to be, she's got so much going on that Houston is really blessed to have her back.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to her.
Me neither, girl.
To get some of that energy on her. Because she's since she rocks, she's probably going to really rock the show today.
Oh, absolutely. If I had my way, there'd be a drum set right there.
I know, wouldn't that be bad?
So I'm hoping maybe we can get a couple of shots of her videos up there or something.
Exactly.
But I think, should we go ahead and bring her up?
Yeah.
We got a lot to cover.
Well, I would say if on Facebook, since we're on Facebook
Yeah.
Live, if you have any questions,
absolutely,
this would be the time to have those questions, and then we can ask her just live on the show immediately.
Yeah. And I'm sure she'll have an awesome answer for you.
Exactly. So we're going to take a little short break. And when we come back, we're going to have Queen Cora. And she's going to, maybe we can get her to beat on the table.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, we got some drumsticks around here somewhere. But no, we'll have to pay her.
Oh, well, never mind.
Right.
So join us and we'll take a little short break and we'll be back with Queen Cora, Black Girl Rock.
Yeah. Be right back.
Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky? How you living? How you living? Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky? get by? Are you looking for some sunshine? How you living? How you living? Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some sunshine?
And welcome back to How You Living on Edge Radio Network. And so today we got a celebrity in the house. Yay!
The queen is here.
The queen.
The queen is here.
No, the queen.
Yes, that's
So we
right.
have Queen Cora. Queen Cora Coleman.
Thank you.
Queen.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome.
How did we get the term queen? What did that come about with?
Well, it's been there for centuries.
Yes.
For
yes,
all
it
of
has.
us.
Yes, it
Right.
has.
But we're coming back into our consciousness and our understanding of who we are and who we've been. But I literally sit on the throne, on the drum throne. Of course, being around B, you have to enhance it, step your game up on royalty. But I've been under that name, I guess, between playing with Prince and Beyonce.
That's beautiful.
Okay, hey Queen.
Hey.
I love that
So
name.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. I'm a proud native Houstonian. I went to Will Rogers Elementary School, which is now Costco.
Oh wow, that's
I went to
okay. That's
Lanier.
cool. Okay.
It's next door to
And then
HISD
Lanier,
building.
okay.
Yep. Went to Lanier Middle School.
Okay.
Went to Cashmere High School.
Okay.
Valedictorian.
Yeah.
And Cashmere, that back, I don't know if because you're a little young.
Yes,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it used to be the band. That was the Cashmere band was something,
Yeah.
Is that when
Yeah.
you started?
I did.
You played
Really
with their
started
band?
playing. Yep.
Oh,
Under
my
William
goodness.
Portis.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Prof
Oh.
was my neighbor. He had already come through as a director there. So they did the documentary. Jamie Foxx did a documentary on Cashmere, which
Right.
is called Thunder Soul, which is
Right,
great.
right.
So I came under that
That's
lineage,
beautiful.
but through William Portis as a director.
Very nice.
And let's see, at Cashmere, I was just involved in, academics and student leadership and basketball, volleyball.
So
I was
you've
always
always
very
been an
competitive.
overachiever, basically. That's what it sounds like. You probably came out the womb drumming a little bit,
She was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my family, they were very.
You from a musical family?
Not necessarily musical, but just leaders.
They had a lot going on.
Leaders. My grandparents were in real estate
That's beautiful.
and leading in the community, G.K. Coleman and Son,
Okay.
and trained
And back
Gerald
then,
Womack.
yeah.
And he
Okay.
came under my grandfather.
Oh my
so
goodness.
we were just always
Okay.
involved and
Okay.
engaged with community,
Wonderful. And then you went to an HBCU, right?
Howard University.
Howard.
Nice.
Okay. Now, did
Yeah.
you get to play there as well?
I did.
Oh my
So
I
were you
did.
playing? Do you only play drums?
So I played bass a little bit. I write.
I'm surprised
Of
Prince
course.
didn't just try to, indoctrinate you to do what he does. He's like, oh no, you got it.
Yeah. Well,
So how was the shift from Howard to all of this?
all of this, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Howard was a huge infrastructure to all of this.
Right.
The Howard alum is a huge connection.
Okay.
When I was at Howard, I used to go to lunch with my jazz band director with different alum that were in town playing at the Kennedy Center or, Blues Alley. And I would just sit to absorb what they were doing, And I auditioned right before I graduated, I auditioned to go to Juilliard.
Oh, wow.
Made it all the way up to the last level on campus, didn't make it in. So I said, okay.
Are they crazy? Yeah, obviously there was something else in store for you.
Absolutely. And I just, of course, people are praying for, you're going to get it, and it didn't happen.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Well, I knew I wasn't coming back home yet.
Right.
I knew home would always be there.
Right.
I wasn't recording enough to be in Nashville. So I said, okay, I'll go to LA.
Mhm.
I had relationships there. So the first day I went to LA, people are like, be careful because
Right.
people are going to be trying to come at you.
That's
and all this
right.
stuff, right?
That's right.
So I said, well, I'm going to get the paper. I'm going to just network with people, meet
Right.
as many people as possible.
Okay.
So I go to Universal City Walk. There's a B.B. King's House of Blues.
Okay.
And I'll go, I'm going to sit in. I'm going to network, right?
Right.
So I go, and there's no jam session. It's just a band playing. So
Right.
great. So I'm sitting there, and they take a break, and this guy comes over. He's like, hey. And I'm like, all right.
Hitting on her.
Right. And so he says, you look familiar. So I'm thinking, this is what they told
Some
me.
game.
They told me they would be coming.
Here come the game.
Right. So he says, no, you look familiar. And I said, I don't know. He said, you know what? Fred Irby, Howard University.
Oh, wow.
First night in LA.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Oh, my goodness.
So he says, well, what do you doing? I said, I just literally got here a few hours ago.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking. He said, what do you want to do? His name is Lan Richards.
Okay.
He's from Houston.
Okay.
Went
That's
to Howard,
crazy.
right?
Of all the places for you to go that
Right?
day.
Yeah.
Houston
That's a
and
weird
Howard.
word.
And Howard.
Yeah,
So I said,
something's
okay.
following you.
Oh, big
Yeah,
time.
you've got some angels following you.
Big
It's
time.
remarkable.
So he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to tour. I want to play. I want to teach. I always want to teach. And so his food came and he said, well, go play.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
And so I
you
was
can
like,
play. Let me see.
okay.
Man.
So I
Right.
went up, I sat in. He was only sitting in for the night.
Okay.
Guitar player is like, okay. So that was a Sunday night, and I journal all the time.
Okay.
Sunday night.
Okay.
After that, we exchanged information,
Mhm.
guitar player and Lan and all of that. Tuesday, I get a call from that guitar player. He says, hey, I'd love for you to play with me Friday
That's amazing.
at Alma's house. And Alma, somebody came. I said, okay, sure. I don't know who this woman is. Whatever.
Right.
So I get to the gig, and it's not a woman. It's not Alma. It's Al McKay,
Oh, my
founding
goodness.
member of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, my
First week in LA.
goodness.
From that first day, from
Amazing.
Howard, all
So
of
you
this.
didn't even have to struggle. You didn't have to bust any dishes.
No,
You
no.
didn't-
And I played with that guitar player for 2
That
years.
is crazy.
From that night, from that.
That is really crazy.
So it's all been,
Now, back in that
connected.
time, were female drummers, there weren't very many, right?
No.
So you were like a unicorn back then.
Yeah.
Which made it even
Yeah.
amazing because you played so well.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, we got to have her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, exactly. You know, that,
Yeah.
like you said, the unicorn.
Yeah.
And you are just.
Everybody wants that.
Because the drummer, to
Yeah.
me, is. I mean, they keep the whole tempo of the
You
whole
daggone
song.
right.
You know,
Mhm.
you have the front person that, okay, that's all good,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
without the drummer, you know,
Yeah.
they say, okay,
So
here
how
we
did
are.
you get started with Prince? Now, it had to be him following you somehow.
Yeah.
A shadow fan.
Yeah. I just kept,
Doing
working,
your thing,
digging,
right.
doing the best that I could, being on time as much as I could,
Right.
Right.
learning the music. But I played with Pink. I
I love her.
I played with Indy Irie. I did
Ah.
a show with her. Did
Oh, that's so
what else? I mean, I was just
Justin
digging.
Timberlake. I think I saw that
Justin
somewhere.
Timberlake. What was that?
Did I see that?
Mm.
Didn't I? No. Okay.
That'd be great though.
I
wrote a song.
I'm still a little bit
I wrote a
mad
song.
at him, though.
I like the fact that you're so eclectic with who you
Yeah.
play with.
Yeah.
I saw Spiral Gyro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And and I
And
mean,
that is fun. That's a real artist. That's
yeah,
a real
and
musician.
Joe Sample was
Yes.
when I saw
Yeah.
Joe Sample.
Yeah,
I was
she's
a
like,
big
he's doing
fan.
some jazz.
Oh,
yeah, she
yeah.
loves Joe
I
Sample.
love
so.
jazz
He's
just in
amazing.
general. So it's really cool that you can be so eclectic with who you
Yeah.
play with.
Thank
and
you.
you're not just in one genre.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how'd you find your way back to Houston?
So, well, I'll tie into
Okay,
Houston
yeah.
just because one of the other things that happened was the Guitar Center Music Store. They would do this annual drumming competition, national drumming competition,
Okay.
and so one of the other things that happened on the I'll talk about upbeats and downbeats of life,
Uh-huh.
but in the downbeat, I had an oil leak in my Jeep,
Okay.
and so when I moved to LA, I didn't have a car.
Okay.
So all these things were happening, and I would inline skate to Hertz, rent a car down Airport Boulevard, rent a car, do a gig, make the money, pay for the car.
That's
Scared
very
me, like
LA.
that whole thing,
Yeah, that's very LA.
So I ended up competing. The manager was like, "Oh, you should get in this drum off," and I was like, "I don't know." He said, "You can win drums, you can win a car." I was like,
He said,
What? A
car.
car.
I won a car.
Right? He said
So,
the magic word.
"Yeah." So I entered this drumming competition, and your points, you can
Right.
win, but your points take you to the next level.
Mhm.
I ended up winning the whole national. I'm the only woman to make it to the regionals and nationals and win.
Are you
And
serious?
you got
Yes.
and you got a
And I got a car.
And you got a car, and she blew that thing out the water.
She was
Oh my-
highly
So
motivated.
it's like
Yeah.
it's following you. Karma is following
Big
you.
time. Big time.
Wow. And
Big
then you're
time.
involved with real estate.
Yes.
We got a lot to cover.
I know.
We have
it's
so
a
much to
lot.
cover.
Yeah.
Well, because you definitely give off, like Robert was saying, a very calm, spiritual. Your
Yeah.
voice is so
Beautiful.
voice.
Very
Thank you.
melodic.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, do you feel that spiritual connection with the artists that you work with,
Oh,
or
yeah.
did they can immediately feel it off of you?
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So,
Yeah.
who is one of the artists that influenced you the most that you've worked with?
Definitely Prince.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
I know.
said it all.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Queen. She's
Yeah,
a queen.
She's only the queen.
And
Like-
they have influences in different ways.
And that's what I was
Right.
gonna
Because
ask
our birthdays are a day apart. So just the way
Really?
she processes
you. Oh my goodness.
life, I'm like, yep.
Okay.
When is your birthday?
You're
September 3rd.
Oh, 3rd. I was
Yeah.
gonna say 5th. Okay.
yeah,
3rd.
she's on the
Yeah.
4th and I'm on the 3rd.
That's
So
beautiful.
on the production side and just how she conceptualizes
Right.
everything. I mean, video integration, pyrotechnics, just all of that. I've seen her.
You know, one of my favorite performances of hers, and when she did Freedom with Kendrick Lamar in the water and the fire.
Oh my goodness,
it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, that's powerful.
And then of course, Girl Who Runs the World.
That was like
Is that your drumming?
So I did all the live show drumming.
I love it.
That's when my drum set blew up.
What about Prince?
I know.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'm B, she's P.
Right. So the way he sees business.
Okay.
His influence on my business mind it still resonates. Okay. It still resonates.
That's fun. So that's how you got so much involved. That influence from him.
Big time.
The business influence.
Big time. Okay. And ownership. I mean, for everybody in the industry.
He did. He
ownership.
was committed.
Right.
He was very committed to getting his name back. You know, and I loved what he did.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't play. Yeah. So he was very blunt, I understand. Yeah. Really, he just did.
He knew exactly what he wanted.
I appreciate blunt.
I don't
like beat around the bush, just tell me straight.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Adjust. I'll adjust.
Okay.
Okay.
He was there.
I totally.
So as you can tell, we have a lot.
We need 2 hours.
We need 2 hours. We really do.
But Queen has places to go. So.
That's what a queen does.
Yeah,
that's what a queen does. So we're going to take a little short break and join us when we continue our conversation with Queen Cora, the queen.
Yes.
Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky? How you living? How you living? Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky?
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
EDGE is about community, synergy, and empowerment.
The responsibility be on this. Should we have had a national plan, or should
that the government needs to get out of the way and let people figure it out?
What do you do for your face? So I do have a skincare line called Infinity Skincare, and welcome back to How You Livin on Edge Radio Live. So to
Jennifer, I'm just saying mine, and I'm out.
Peace.
Can't say we not working, okay?
You cannot say we not working.
Say that we are.
No, they're just ready to get back out there and start sexing up other people. Yeah.
That we weren't interested in any silver medals. If they wanted to give us the gold medal that we earned.
给我穿的观众，我是富卡，今天又到了我们。
It's a hotel kind of vibe.
Well, I mean,
we're
sure he's
turning
like,
down
I
this.
hear
Here's
you
the dinner,
complaining
man.
about the sheep.
Sensation cocktail. This is our first mixed cocktail. We have.
Three.
Yes! Very good margarita. Good margarita.
Folks, as always, this is like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, right? So to the Edge Radio Network, we are going to be bringing you continuous, interesting conversations, interesting encounters, interesting experiences, education, knowledge, and a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, folks. So you don't want to miss it. So
when people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
And we are back with Queen Cora, and we have a very special guest joining us via Zoom. You won't get to see her beautiful face, but you will hear her beautiful voice. So, you want to introduce our guest?
Yes.
Zooming in?
Yes. I'm really excited to bring Shantae Moore.
Woo!
She will be joining us for the International Royal Music and Art Festival with the Queen Cora Orchestra.
I'm so excited that you've got that lady coming up. Is she here?
She is incredible.
Yes,
Shantae, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so
Oh,
much.
no.
Because you're what?
Thank you
3
for
hours?
having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
That's awesome. Hey, Shantae.
So tell us about the
Hello,
festival
my-
and Miss Shantae Moore.
So the festival is the International Royal Music and Art Festival. It's a 2-day event, community event, social distance friendly.
Okay.
You know, that's
Outside,
important.
lots
It's
of
out
outdoor space.
32 acres.
Okay.
So we're really excited about that. And Shantae will be our headliner for Sunday night.
I will be there with bells on.
Yes.
For sure. So how did you and Shantae get to hook up? How'd y'all get to meet?
Shantae?
Yes,
you want
ma'am.
to share with the listening audience and viewing audience?
We go to the same church when she's in Los Angeles. We share a friend, and we met, and I thought she was just so incredible. She has such talent and such a presence. As soon as I saw her, I was like, whoa, I think I want to be her friend. She's got some kind of something going on. And what I love is that whenever you talk to her, whenever I saw her, I thought, you know what? She's so bright and she has so much to offer. She moves in such a way that always intrigued me and always impressed me and always really actually made me want to be better. And I love being a part of whatever she is a part of. So we became friends, and we've been chatting and, you know, trying to motivate one another and keep each other uplifted. And what's wonderful is that she does so many things. And this time I get to be a part of something she's doing. And it was a no-brainer. I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming. She was like, oh yeah, okay, well, good. I'm like, well, good. I'm glad you invited me because I'm still coming.
I love it. So she didn't even have to be invited because she was coming anyway.
Yeah, she's coming.
I love it. And you know, Shantae, everything you said, I feel 100%. I met you over the phone,
Yep.
and like I said, I felt like I knew you from that moment.
Yeah.
It just emanates. You really do. You radiate, and we appreciate that.
So you just pulled all the goodness to you, huh? You
I
got
think
the
so.
poor Miss Shantae Moore. You just
Oh, yeah.
all that good. So
She's
you and-
amazing too. Yeah.
You and Shantae perform together?
So we have done master classes and workshops. We've shared the stage for those sorts of things. We've done some writing together, and we've been planning to perform, you know, proper.
Okay.
So this is going to be.
So will she be singing with your orchestra
Yes,
this
she
time?
is.
That's going to be massive.
You know, Miss Shantae Moore, that was my the song you have a song in your car that you're singing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
I still
always
hear
Shantae
it.
Moore.
No, you hear it. As soon as you say her name, you hear her voice.
I know
You
you're like,
literally
"I
hear her
wanna
song.
sing." that was my dream voice.
Oh, my God, yeah, we all have that fantasy that it to sound like that. it's
In the meantime, I
that's
whistle.
great.
yeah, exactly. I can't even whistle for crying out, but I can hum. A girl can hum.
Right.
But this is going to be great. So you guys have this festival. Is this the first annual?
This is the first annual.
Okay, because
Yeah.
it's going to be annual for
Yeah.
sure.
And Roland Martin asked me a week ago, he said, you know this is July 4th weekend. I'm already thinking about next year. What does that look like? With Essence, I said, oh, we'll shift the date. But
Right, I didn't
yeah,
think of that.
because Essence is
Hey, I don't care. I feel like Essence ain't gonna hold a candle to what y'all about to do.
But it's
That's
a
just my
different
personal
thing, you
opinion.
know. I appreciate that, you know.
Absolutely.
But we'll make it available, you know,
Yeah.
on another date next year.
That makes sense.
So we have
Yeah,
everyone.
you don't want to compete with two great, events.
Sure,
So
sure.
I love that idea.
So we're
though.
excited, really excited.
So Shantae, how do you feel about Houston? Is this a place you would consider living? No
I would
answer.
have a place there. A place there. I think it's someplace I'd like to visit a lot. But see, you guys don't like the earthquakes. I don't like those hurricanes and, those weather things that you have to hide from. With an earthquake, it comes, it goes. But you can't be worried about it and hiding from it. It just comes. And it's something that I'm used to, being a San Francisco native. I'm used to it. So I don't know about all year round and all that, but I definitely am going to come because I've enjoyed my time there really a lot, actually.
Yeah, you
So
do have a very
I'll be
good
over
point.
there somewhere sometime.
Yeah, and I'd say December 1st is the end of our hurricane season, and it's still warm.
Uh-huh.
So
Just drink a lot of water when you do
I like
come. If you don't experience our heat.
Oh, that heat is stupid. I agree.
I like the
So,
heat.
do you,
I like that.
I love the heat until it hits 100. And then me and the heat ain't friends anymore. So.
We have to get some 1186
Absolutely.
water. So
That-
we're
I'm
ready,
telling you,
you
that's
know?
the right stuff. I hope there'll be lots of that at your festival.
I hope so, yeah.
So now, you want to tell
But
us
I
about-
like the heat. It opens my throat.
Oh, that's what important. So singing in the ice cold is very part
Okay.
on your vocals, right?
Okay, for you, Miss Shantae, I'll take the heat that weekend.
And you know that means the show is
have
going
a
to be on
personal
fire.
fan. Yeah, that show is going to be on fire. So she's got, because her voice is going to be in tip-top shape.
Mhm.
We have all the heat. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's going to be so good. So good.
Thank you, Shantae.
I know we
Oh,
know
it's my
we are.
pleasure. Thank you all for having me here,
Oh,
ladies.
we
You all
are-
look beautiful. And we're looking forward to seeing you in person.
Likewise. Thank you.
Very
Can't
fun.
wait to meet you. Thank you so much. And
My pleasure.
stay
Thank
safe
you
out
so
there.
much.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye, Cora.
Bye,
I mean,
Shantae.
my queen.
I love it. From one queen to another.
I know.
Exactly. She's awesome.
She's
Thank
awesome.
you for bringing her as
Yeah,
a guest. That's so
definitely.
awesome. Now I think we have. Is Will here yet? Okay, so you ready for your next one?
Yes.
Okay, the queen came with her entire party.
So who is the next
So
artist?
the next artist is William X. He is the Latin connection. So of course, basically what I realized the other day is this festival, this is my life in a festival.
Yes.
Essentially. So I'm excited to bring Shantae to the edge and, basically connect community and, share some of my international experiences. So William X is my Latin artist,
Okay.
dynamic performer.
Nice.
He's got a super special performance element that
Now-
he might share with us.
Like a beatbox or something?
Like an animal. Now we're on a ranch, but he's bringing a really
You said
amazing
an-
animal.
An animal.
An animal.
Animal.
William X, welcome.
Ooh, welcome, William X.
Hello.
Hey, William.
How's everybody today?
Good to
Oh,
see
good,
you.
good.
So is the
Well,
animal with you right
me
now?
at work. It's a hot one over here today.
Thanks for joining
So I'm
us.
sitting in the truck right now trying to get out the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
We
And
appreciate
William and
it.
I also have construction in common.
Oh, really?
You know,
Is he part of
he's-
building Simple?
he has a commercial construction
Oh.
and company, and so we partnered together in what we're doing. But he's also a phenomenal business
So
and
you both have
music.
a parallel situation.
Yeah.
Artist and builder.
So tell us about you, William. William X.
Okay. Well, what can I say? First of all, I'm very excited that the Queen herself is giving me this opportunity to be part of her event. And, well, she's putting me on the spot, and so I'm going to do everything in my power to bring everything that I can to this show. and it's definitely going to be explosive. I've been in the music for quite some time. It's something that I love and enjoy. I have a passion for it. And, well, my sidekick, the one that Cora was speaking about, well, he's actually a little mini goat. So imagine this. My little mini goat. So imagine, you seeing somebody in the street walking with a pet bull. Well, I walk with the little mini goat. And he wears a Mexico jersey. He has a lot of chains. And he also wears headphones and sneakers. And so
he's your mascot.
What's his name? I think that we're going to rock. His name is Chito.
Chico in the name.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So what instruments do you play, William X?
Well, actually, I produce more on my computer with the MPCX. Nice. Sometimes I use a lot of natural sounds. It all depends. It depends on what the theme is going to be. If there's a message behind the song, is it going to be more reggaeton, more hip hop, or rap? I just never know. Whatever I'm feeling at the moment, and that's kind of just how I go about it. Sometimes I will use, more organic sounds like, nature in itself. I'll find if I'll be sitting outside and I'll just listen to the crickets. Maybe we could capture that sound, and so I mean, you can never tell. You can never tell what you're gonna get when I produce a song, and I think that it's going to be pretty impactful. So alongside with Chito being on stage with me, I got some Aztecs, some indigenous dancers that are gonna be on stage with me. I think that it's gonna be really, really awesome, and so we have a lot to work. And also, since I'm reaching out to a lot of good friends of mine that have been in the music industry on the Latin side for quite some time. And so I think this is something very special, something that is definitely needed here in Houston. And we're all excited and pumped up.
Wow. That is going to be. So I know it's a weird question, but what instrument does Chico play? That's a gotcha question. No need to answer.
What he loves to do is headbutt. So
let me keep my distance.
So he's a rocker guy.
Yeah, he's a headbanger. He'll appreciate your t-shirt.
I know, right? So
he might be able to get for a little competition against the drums.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So when are we going to have William X? And I know you said Shantae on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah. And Mumu Fresh, there's a whole artist showcase. There's Tia P is coming from Los Angeles. We have Tyree and his group, Focal Point. There's a whole there's programming Saturday and Sunday.
2 full days. Yeah. So it starts on Saturday.
Saturday at 3 o'clock.
At 3 p.m.
Okay.
And it ends Sunday at 10 p.m.
Yes. We'll have some fireworks. We'll have games. We'll have
business
pavilion. There's food trucks.
Because I love to eat. Please, if there's some food trucks, you can count me in.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's a family.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. You can RV if you want to spend the night for the weekend.
Oh wow! Even RV space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we appreciate you, William. We're really excited about William X being on the bill.
We look forward to meeting you and Chico.
Yes. Hey, everybody's going to be excited to meet Chito. I think Chito's going to actually hold the spotlight more than me. And so I'm excited about that. Your Highness, Queen, you're the best. Yes, I love you. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'll see you soon. We got a lot of work to do, and so I'm excited. And thank you for the opportunity once more.
Thank you. Stay cool. Take care.
I sure will.
Appreciate you.
plenty of work. It's a hot one out here.
Yeah. He's right. Hydration. Take care.
So with all of that, we're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll find out even more about the Queen.
It's a lot to learn. Be right back.
So join us when we take this little short break.
Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky? How you living? How you living? Are you living just to get by? Are you looking for some blue sky?
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin B.
And I'm Dr. Kiva.
And we just want to know
how you living?
Join us every Monday
at noon Central Standard Time
here on Edge Radio TV. Take care.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
And welcome back to How You Living on Edge Radio Network. And so today we have Queen Cora.
Good to be here.
All kind of good energy. All kind of good energy.
Thank you.
So you don't make your own jewelry, do you?
No, this is my designs.
That is beautiful.
This is Aunt Funky's closet.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then this is all over the world. Everything has a story.
This is very rock
State
star.
Rep Helen Giddings.
Oh, rocket. Oh, that's gorgeous.
She gifted me that.
Oh my goodness. So these
Judge Sharon Burney gifted me.
Love it.
This is Black Girls Rock, one of my producer buddies. Everything has a story.
Now, how did real quick? Because I know we got a lot to squeeze in.
Sure.
How did you get started with Black Girls Rock? You were from the beginning, right?
Yeah, from the beginning. Yes.
Yeah.
So Beverly Bond was doing Black Girls Rock before it actually aired on BET. So I joined on its first air with Jill Scott in 2010, and Kim Burse is the music director, and she was music director with Beyonce when I was
She's
band
from
leader.
Houston, isn't she?
Well, she's not from Houston.
But she's got some Houston connections.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Absolutely
Okay.
does. So that's how I got connected.
Wow.
And Beverly's a really good friend of mine, and we just
That's nice.
stay connected.
Black Girls Rock.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the way
So
fortune.
with the festival that's coming up
Yes.
for that July 4th weekend,
Mhm.
and where is it going to be held?
It is at Beltway Regulators Ranch. It's at
That's
32.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's Beltway Regulators
And it's
Ranch.
huge,
Okay,
right?
what part of town is that?
Fresno, essentially.
Okay.
So
It's
you
like
just-
15 minutes from
Yeah,
here.
it's not
you
far,
know.
right? Because my cousin lives in Fresno, so
Yeah.
it's a quick drive.
288 Broadway, left on
Okay.
521, right at the ranch.
And so
Yeah.
with the festival, it's going to be a mixture of course, music.
Yes.
It couldn't be without.
Couldn't be
right?
without
I mean,
music.
what is it without music? And
Yeah.
you're going to have food trucks,
Yes.
vendors.
So there's 7 pavilions. There's
Whoa.
live music, there's film, fashion, business, art, health, literature, you know.
Wow.
So it's an experience. So when people leave the festival, if they didn't have a business, they could actually set up a business.
Oh my goodness.
Like we'll talk about DBAs, there's panel discussions, there's breakout sessions, there's Q&As, there's, you know, Paradise Funeral Home is going to be engaged with us to help people prepare for their loved ones to have the conversation.
Everything.
And then it's done, but you know what the steps are to be prepared for that. So it's a
Wow.
comprehensive experience.
So,
you know?
so really, what was the catalyst for you to say, this is what I want to do? And you could have done it anywhere because you're international.
Sure.
Why did you choose Houston?
This
Because your
is
home
my
is
home.
the world now.
This is
Right.
Yeah, but you know, there's
Home
no
is where the
place like
heart
home,
is,
right?
right?
Doesn't click our,
Right.
click our feet.
That's-
But you know,
that's true.
Houston is. I'm proud
And it's
to be from
It's
Houston.
a dynamic city.
It is,
Right.
and
Everybody
it's
wants Houston.
international.
Right, right.
You know,
right.
we have
Very.
2 international airports. We
Right.
have, I think, the largest Nigerian population in the
we're
country
on
is
the
in
military
Houston.
hot,
You know,
aren't we?
yeah.
A
So I
lot
just
of
felt like
international.
it has
Yeah.
to be here.
That's
you know,
true.
I do a lot at Cashmere. I do a lot with the community just in general. So I said, okay, I want to engage the world here in that way. So that was really the inspiration behind it. And then I wanted to do it in a space where people felt safe. And then with the pandemic, it's like, okay, there's a lot of people that were living a reasonable life, an honorable life.
Right.
And even if you had 6 months saved, if you had 9 months saved, life has happened on so many levels for so many people that I just felt like, let me create something that activates us, inspires us, but gives us resources so we can say, okay, this is what you should do with SBA. This is how you can live, just how you can protect
I
yourself.
love that word, activates us. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely. And now it's being sponsored by Building Simple.
Yes.
Which is also your business.
Yes.
You are like
But what is Building Simple?
Building Simple is a shipping container construction and development company.
Sustainable living. How about sustainability?
I did not see that.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
And I've seen it in my travels. You know, I've seen it in Ghana and Amsterdam. And I'm a minimalist. I'm into, you know, sustaining the environment and that sort of thing. So.
And you're a vegetarian.
I am a vegetarian.
I love it.
You did your research.
I'm working my way there. I'm working my way there. Okay?
Nice.
I got to go to you before I get to her. She's a vegan.
You're vegan. Okay. I try to hang in vegan as often as possible. But every now and then, you know.
I know, right?
You know.
So Building Simple is a containment that, I mean, so explain it to me.
The shipping containers you see on an 18-wheeler.
Right.
We're driving on the freeway.
They're huge.
18-wheeler, right?
Huge.
I take those and I make offices and houses.
Wow.
Fully insulated, framed, air conditioned, you know, windows.
And luxury. That's great.
I'm sure you're going to have
Luxury.
some containers
Yes.
out there for people. Of
Yes.
course.
It's
There's
going to be all over, right?
Of course.
So that's
Yeah.
where there'll be our cooling station.
Yes,
right?
cooling stations, VIP zones. So Lamique, I've talked to a few people who are going to be doing some really innovative things, but our VIPs will be
You
in
think
there.
we can get 50 over here? Get
Maybe
away.
so.
But no,
Maybe
but,
so.
no, so is that
50.
so? As far as
Right.
as far as the festival, are there any? Or is the vendor space already done?
No.
People can,
There's room.
So
There's
I'll
room
tell
for
you,
more
we have
vendors.
room for vendors.
Okay.
Uh-oh, excuse me.
Oh, no problem.
We'll take that up. Second take. We have room for vendors. We have room for additional sponsors.
Okay.
You are one of our sponsors.
Yes, you and your tea
Yes.
company is
So
a proud
excited.
sponsor. I'm
Really
very
excited.
excited. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So how
We're
does
happy to have
someone
you.
get to you if they want to be a vendor, and how does someone be able to purchase tickets?
Yeah.
They can go to www.theroyalfestival.com.
Absolutely.
www.theroyalfestival.com.
Yeah. Make sure you get royal in there.
Yes.
Make sure it's
Yes.
the right festival.
Oh, we said
Royal
this is
Festival.
clean, so it's got to
That's
be
right. It
royal.
gotta
has
be
to
royal.
be. It has
It's got
to be.
to
And
be.
your
Exactly.
logo
Yeah.
is hot.
Thank you.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
It's very cute. And yes, I will be getting some merch.
Awesome. And there's internship opportunities.
Oh, really?
Yes, and paid internship opportunities.
Really?
And community service opportunities.
Okay.
So there's always has to be a give back. There always has to be a give back.
Absolutely.
You
So
know.
if
You can have some old interns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Okay. We don't have enough.
There's always room to grow and learn. You know.
So for interns who are interested, they do this. They go to your website as well.
And they can send an email to info
Okay.
at theroyalfestival.com, subject internship.
And we'll
So
be
I
sure
know
to
this
promote
is
this
a
one.
2-day music festival with so much more.
Yeah,
which
art,
is a beautiful
business.
thing.
Yes.
So which stage are you playing? What day are you playing?
So I'm the closing act,
Damn right.
which features, you know,
Excuse my
Shantae.
language.
No worries. So I will be the finale.
Yes.
And TSU cheerleaders are going to be involved. There's going to be
It's gonna
a spectrum of experience.
I am like, so this is gonna be a movie. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a movie.
So shout out to Haley for
Yeah.
the TSU cheerleaders.
Just give me the t-shirt.
Tumblers.
I want to make sure I
She's
get
got
the t-shirt.
she's got the most massive
I love
t-shirt
some
collection.
t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah. She,
Okay.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And they all
Good.
have a message.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Very cool. We
So,
will do that.
do we have more time? Well, one thing we do like to ask is if you have some words of wisdom. We call them golden nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something you'd like to impart on your people, your audience, your fans, something that we can live by.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's hard. There's a quote that you have.
There is a quote.
Do you remember it by heart?
Life is rhythm.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Life is
rhythm
rhythm.
is patterns.
Yeah.
It is a blend of upbeats and downbeats, delicately interwoven with sound and silence.
And your voice just says it so.
I know.
Do you sing?
I do sing. So.
Okay.
Well, that's
No,
why
we
she
didn't
has
know
to.
that.
And I
That's
produce and write.
Oh
you
my
know.
goodness.
But
okay,
yeah.
you do it all. No, you're going to say something.
I was just going to say, most people know me from playing the drums.
Okay. But that voice,
I
you
do
have
sing
to
so.
sing.
I know, it's such
Yeah.
a beautiful
It is
voice.
very
Thanks.
gorgeous. Yeah.
I used to, when I was little, I was like, I want a raspy kind of sexy voice.
I made my
never
husband
could
laugh
get
so
it.
hard because I told him my biggest fantasy in the world was to be a singer like Whitney Houston. I'm
Yes.
like, no, I really would. You know, everyone wants to be on the stage and be, you know, loved and adored by
Certainly.
millions.
Yeah.
You've lived that life and you're still living it.
I'm grateful for
So
it.
your orchestra,
Yes.
you know, I think we got a minute. Just ask
Yeah,
about
but
that.
Okay, I'll do it. Sure.
Let's ask about your orchestra. Now, how did that become, or have you always had the orchestra?
So I've had ensembles.
Okay.
And what I decided, and Aretha Franklin was an influence on this, but she would always have Richard, her music director, go to a different city where she would be
Okay.
and rehearse an orchestra, and then she'd bring her core team.
Okay.
And what I found in my travels was that it was hard for me to always bring my team.
Right.
But I have relationships everywhere. So I first launched this in Johannesburg.
Oh, wow.
Roshni Moonsamy is a dear friend, an agent out there. And I went out to do their international arts festival, the music festival. And I auditioned. This was before virtual auditions, but I auditioned all African musicians and then did a festival out there. So that was the launch of it.
And I can see the trend going very Africa right now.
Oh, my goodness.
That's basically the only music that my husband listens to right now. He loves the African soul. He loves
that's awesome.
blasting. It helps him concentrate.
Yeah.
And it's so upbeat.
And I mean,
Yeah,
it's very
it is.
upbeat.
I mean,
It's very
especially
happy.
with the African drums.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, girl.
so I
Oh,
could
yeah.
easily see how you'd
Oh,
be like,
easily.
Yeah, and I play classical music at Kashmir and at Howard and American University Orchestra. So I have this
you have the
diverse ear
and jazz.
and jazz.
And jazz, yeah. Please
Shout out
don't
to Tom
forget
Sheehan, Spiral Gyra, you know. But I've been a part of all of that, and so I hear it in that way, and so I compose it in that way, you know.
So you have more projects coming up
I do.
beyond the festival, right?
Yes.
Stuff outside of Houston.
Yes, Urban Music Awards
Okay.
and more Queen Cool Orchestra experiences and literature that I've written and just
But of course, she's
We need- yeah, she's
no
gotta
wonder
come back.
she
We
was
talk about
around
the
first.
book or
She's an
anything.
artist.
She is an
a
artist,
true
author,
artist.
everything.
Girl, you rock.
Yeah, she
Thank
is.
you.
I'm telling, they picked the right one for Black Girls Rock.
Exactly. The time goes by so quickly.
Fair.
It's not fair,
fair.
but you will be back.
I will be back.
And
That's
so we will
fantastic.
we'll be able to find out even more about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to Charles Washington for
Oh,
connecting
yes.
us.
Thank you, Mr. Washington.
Thank
We
you, Mr.
love
Washington.
you. We owe you big time. And he and I are doing a big project together, too.
Nice.
So, yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
We're all,
we keep him around.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Well, thank you once again for coming and listening to our show. And thank you for coming, Queen.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you so much.
Good
Yeah.
energy, good energy.
Yeah. And we'll be seeing everybody at the festival. Y'all can go to Essence next year. Okay. All right. But
it's good you'll be torn.
Yeah, that's all right. I know I'm
staying in the
going.
city. Me
Yeah,
too.
I know I'm going. Shoot, I have to travel. And now.
Hello.
All right. So one thing that Dr. Kiva and I do at the end of every show, we have to kind of communicate with our partners outside. So you're welcome to join us if you want. You can pick it up, but we always have to ask our people, how you living?
How you living?
Peace.